Hello everyone, my name's Marshall Ruffy, and I'm here to put aside all of the suspicions that were brought up during the Equestria Gaming Review. Now, there was something about when you would get the significant area prompts, it would stick on the screen. He said it wouldn't go away. I never got that. And then there was something about a save prompt, which I know where he's talking about, and it would be his save was unusable. I'm gonna play through this, go all the way through it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it in transitions. I'm just gonna kind of fade out the screen, fade it back in, and show that they disappear on cue, on time. I'm gonna try not to spoil anything, so I'm not going to go much past what I released in the demo. That way, if people want to play it still. Also, what I'm going to do is the person who reviewed it wants to remember this is an RPG Maker game. Only when something's wrong. I'm going to take footage from other Pony RPG Maker games, and I'm going to put them side by side to show you the true difference between hard work and customization and the standard tile set. Because this man has no idea what he's talking about. Quickly, must skip all conversations. Where's my skip conversation buttons? And I apologize right now. I'm going to pull footage from a game probably people played and they like. I'm not dissing the game that I'm going to be pulling footage from and putting it side by side. But I have to make a comparison in some way to show you the difference. Oh no! Bad reviewer. How dare you not research the people who send you video games slightly? I answered all the questions that he pretty much had weird concerns for. Like, where's part 1, 2, and 3? I answered that question a year ago on the Tumblr, and I'll answer it now for fun. When there was a Christmas sale in 2012 on Steam, the Christmas sale, this engine, the RPG VX Ace, was on sale. I bought it. I was like, you know what? Let's see what this... I've had the material for this game for about 2 years. It's chronicled. There's actually books of hand-wrote material that I would pull it out, and this is how I started making the game. Oh. As you notice, the prompt disappeared nicely. But, I've had the material for this for 2 years, and I bought that back in December of last year, almost a year ago. It's been a year. I realized that the RPG Maker is terrible, and the way that it handles movement, collisions, and all of that, if you'll notice, in any other RPG Maker game, I can actually pull up, I'm going to have it, so I'm not even going to worry about it, but when you press left or right, up or down on your arrow keys, the characters will move a full square. They move a square at a time. In my game, they don't. It's called I call it partial movements. So, whenever I press the button, they don't move in a full square. They don't go like, oh, yeah, I have to move this far. I have to move this far. It didn't feel natural. It felt stupid. And also, in other RPG Maker games, you can't walk at an angle. Angles. I can walk at an angle. So I tried to make it feel more fluid. And so, he didn't even point that out. And he has no idea how hard it is to get things like that to work. Any of the visual effects that I could put in this, he has no idea how hard it is. Oh, something else that he mentioned they get thrown into a Solar Empire versus Lunar Republic. Not even close. That just means I'm a real good storyteller, because I have done my job correctly. Since this is part 4, yes, 1, 2, and 3 takes place before. Everything that's already happened in 1, 2, and 3 has already happened. So if you think that it's Solar Empire versus Lunar Republic, you're wrong. So wrong, it makes me thrilled that you're wrong. So that just means that you're going to be shocked and have a much better experience when I get 1, 2, and 3 out. Enough jabbering. Enough jabbering. Okay, let's look. Okay. Left screen. Nice rain. The reason that I like how you said this looked out of place. Nothing looks out of place. Texting is magic! Putting my phone on silent. Okay, now I'm gonna actually try to skippity-doo-dah as we go. I don't know, I may cut it out, I may just do like a fast transition. Or it shows me going like... and like I speed it up and I just go through it real quick. Or I may just let it just play. I'm not sure. It depends on time constraint and how long it takes me to... I'm going 8 minutes. There we go. Yeah. Oh no, Pinky, run! Oh, and he didn't even mention... I don't even know if he ever... This is the walking. This is sprinting. The customization. I mean, just the amount of work that was put into this engine to make this engine look and function as it does should have merited enough for a half-decent score. But the gentleman said he had problems. I'm here to find these problems. I want to see what he's talking about, because I want to fix what he's talking about. Do you need my help? Yes! Like I do. I want to fix what he's talking about. I want to see what he's talking about. I never ran into this problem. Anybody I've had test my material never ran into this problem. And everybody else has been playing it hasn't had this problem. So, but I'm going to look. I'm taking the time right now, and I'm going to look very hard. Because I know where all the little interesting places, where all the markers are, where everything from the engine side, I know where I put stuff. I'm gonna look for what he's talking about. I know I said that like 9 times, just... Slightly aggravated. But I'm okay. If this game deserves a 5 out of 10, then it deserves a 5 out of 10. I'm not going to argue that. If this game... That's fine. I'll take that. I don't mind. That's fine. I actually have a kill all button. So I'm going to expedite this quickly. I'm going to go through this like... now I'm actually going to probably jumping and skipping quickly, because now I can just push... I forgot I had a kill button. Oh, that took... that was fun. Okay, here we go. Oh no! Oh, I won. Yeah, I'll be skipping that. I'm going to be skipping from right now. Slow video. It went off screen normal. Right, speed it back up. Slow video. Okay. Alright, here's one. My triggers seem to be fine. Triggers go fine. That's a glitch. That's fine. Nobody walks down there. It took me 4 hours to set this up. Just this little trigger mechanism where you push something on top of a switch. 4 hours to get it just right. This is a joke from the demo, if you didn't know. So if you hadn't played the demo, go play it, then come back to this spot in 1.0. You'll know what they're talking about. It's hilarious. That joke makes more sense then. And it went off screen. Okay, let's keep going. The reason the combat seems unsatisfying, as I quote the gentleman, or woman, actually I have no idea, is because I was never a fan of RPGs that made you sit there and level you up. Like, if you went somewhere and you had to fight a boss, let's give you a good example. Final Fantasy 1, the first Final Fantasy. And I'm not talking about a remake of Final Fantasy, I'm talking about old school NES Final Fantasy 1. If you were strong enough to barely beat the monsters in an area, you had better level 5 times more to make sure that you can get to the end of the dungeon successfully and fight the end boss. If not, you just got your shit kicked in and you had to start over from a way earlier save. So, the combat was supposed to feel fast, fluid. It was supposed to carry our heroes forward from story section to story section. So yes, if it seems unsatisfying, it's because I actually did this on Tumblr. I said that it was supposed to be this way. It wasn't supposed to be a drag. It wasn't supposed to feel uncomfortable. It's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be like, oh yeah! You're supposed to feel like a hero. These are the heroes of Equestria. You're supposed to feel strong, powerful. So, that's what that's for. But yes, I did actually spend a lot of time making the battle system look good, and I did custom animations for the battle scenes just so that it looked good, even though its purpose was just filler, if you want to call it that. But guess what? These questions were answered on my Tumblr a long time ago. So if you'd have actually looked, you'd have known this. I'm being mean. You know, if I sound like I'm being a dick, it's because I am being a dick. I knew better when he said, oh, I have to get wine running on Unix. I was like, oh, this is going to end badly. And guess what? It ended badly. Yeah, the game is supposed to be. All RPGs are story-driven. that have... Think about it. In some RPGs that you've probably played, I'm talking more recent, let's say Final Fantasy X, most of the fights in Final Fantasy X were over in, like, the first turn. And you're complaining that mine takes about 3? Speed up. WoW joke. World of Warcraft joke. I know, I keep looking up a little higher. That's looking at you. Because if you look at the webcam, look at here, if I look up, this is where I see myself. So if you're wondering why I'm looking like a... That's why, because I look it up. Look at these battle backs. There was a lot of work put into making this game look original. And it got no credit. There was no constructive criticism in this review. There was no... the only thing he said, he didn't point out one good thing. He said some things were... I can't understand it. But that's fine. I'll take a 5 out of 10, but what I'm trying to do, and I've said it before, I'm just trying to find the errors, the glitches that he had. I don't see them. This game is actually running exactly how it was supposed to. This is exactly how the game functioned 6 months ago, back in May. This is exactly how the game worked. 6 months? 5 months? I don't know. This is exactly how the game worked. Nothing's changed. This is it. I'll go forward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to I'll show the next significant area prompt, and then I'm going to actually just cut the video and transition to where the save is at. That way, for people who have not played this, that are looking at it going, I don't think I want to play that game, it has a 5 out of 10, I'm not too sure about it. I'm actually just going to transition to the spiders. What the oh my lord. I'm just going to, I'm going to transition to it, and I'm going to load it 3 times. I'm going to save, walk around for a bit, load the save, and I'm going to do it 3 times. 3 times the charm, so that's all I'm going to do. Why are you leaving? Because you stepped on the floor plate! Hey, you. Show this one, and I guarantee you it'll queue up the same way, and it'll disappear the same way. I'm confident that it will. The archive. Gone. Transitioning to the save point. 3, 2, And I'm back. So I played through the whole thing, got to here. This is what he's talking. I'm assuming this is where he's talking about, so let's give it a shot. Now I have. Let's just save it. Right? Let's put it in file 1. Okay, let's walk around for a minute. Okay. I ain't got a reason to go that way. I'm not gonna ruin anything. I'm done for the day. So we're just gonna. I went to sleep. Oh man, I can't wait to play War of Harmony 4. I remember it gave me a save prompt. Huh. He's right about this. This has never happened to me. I'll fix this and I'll re-upload this fix. That's actually the first time that's ever happened. So, you know what? I'd never seen this before. So, I'll try it again. I'm gonna do it 3 times like I said. So I'm gonna do it 3 more times to see if it actually crashes 3 more times. It does. Huh. I know why. Do it 1 more time. I said I would, so I'm going to. He's right. I will fix this and I'll upload it back as 1.01. But I will fix that. But for the other thing that he was talking about, I have no idea. Sorry, I actually had... the other stuff, I did not see the other things he was talking about. And I'm not going to ruin the game. Yes, I know it's a black screen, I apologize. But I'm not going to ruin the rest of the game just to go through and find all of the other ones, because all of the other ones they're going to work the same as the others, because they're all queued the same way. I will fix that though, and I will re-upload that. So, thank you all for watching. I hope this was educational and entertaining. Well, it was entertaining for me, I think. Okay, I'm gonna fix that and I'll get it back uploaded. It'll be about 6,000 hairs past the knuckle, and I'll have it back. Thank you. And I'm back. I saved it at... This is the old save. Actually, it loaded it up. So would I like to save? Yes, I would like to save. I will save it in file 1. Screen loads, okay. Back to the title. I fixed it. Something I can fix, I will fix. I promise you. I'm not. I wouldn't release something broken. I didn't know that didn't work. I remember it working well. But I apologize for that. I will re-upload this with that fix. Because that would piss somebody off. They're like, oh, it's a stopping point. Yeah, that'd tick me off too if I had to stop like that. But now it's fixed, now it's done. I'll have it back up here soon. Thank you.